What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we got some wheels here. These are the Mad Max foam tires. I got it from Gone Banana. So these are issued to put on our tire balancer because of the HEX. You see it's different. It got the little slot on each side. So it won't fit on your balancer. It won't fit on your tire truer. It's only going to fit on your Traxxas cars. I got these from my eRevo and Max, Traxxas Max. Balancing, I figured out how to do it. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And let's go into the video and make sure you get yourself some compound clay, balancing clay. That looks something like that. This is what was in there. And it's kind of cold, so it's kind of hard. But if you guys need some part numbers, there it is. So we're going to go on to the balancer now. So let's put these wheels. I'm going to balance one for you guys so you guys can see how this is done. First of all, again, this is the clay you're going to have to get. Got it from Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. It's going to balance a whole lot of tires here. So pretty much what this stuff is, I'm going to rip this open. Make sure you keep it in a package so you're going to only open a little bit. So you can take this guy and break it apart and use small amounts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side. First of all, we got this Integrity tire balancer. It comes with a few adapters. So I want to make sure, first of all, we're going to put this on the balancer. I'm going to show you guys how you're going to put this on the balancer. Originally, you would put this on the balancer this way, okay? But these two guys, they don't meet, okay? Because Traxxas wants to be different. Anyways, however, if you flip it over, you see this opening here? It fits perfectly in there. Okay, if you look at it from the other side, it's going to be a little bit of moving around, but it works out, okay? What I want you guys to do is, okay, I used the wrong side. I'm sorry. This is the side we're using. This fits perfect in there. There's no movement, okay? I used the wrong side. I used the back end of it. This is the side. It's more wider here, but this fits in there perfectly. And there's no movement. There's no moving this thing around. It sits in there perfectly. So, again, you would have this the same way. What you're going to do is, you're going to put this rim the other way around. So this sits in there like that. You see that? That sits there just like that. So you would question me, or you would question yourself, is that sitting in the center, okay? So watch this. We're going to spin this. First of all, let's look at the balance, how wobbly this is. You see that? The bounce, the noise is the off balance there. So the heaviest part would go down. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the heaviest part to go down. And what I'm going to do is, so it seems like about right here somewhere. So we're going to slow it down a bit. It will find its spot, okay? That will be the heaviest spot. We're going to mark it. We're going to put an X right here. X. Okay. So again, let's do this. The X should come down to the bottom. Every time, okay? So just to confirm yourself, I did this before I had this doubt in my head. Let's take this. Let's put it in a different spot. And the X should still come down. That means there's no doubt. Okay, we're going to slow it down a bit. You see the X stays down. That is the X I'm talking about right there that I marked. So if I move it up, let's say if I put the X over here, it will still come down and same spot. So what does that tell me? This is the heaviest spot. So I need to put a little bit up for compound on the opposite side. So we're going to wait till it stops on its own. But we're going to take a little bit of a compound. Okay, just about that much. Maybe this could be too much. But, so now that we know this is the lowest point, that means this is the lighter and this is the heaviest. So you can move around if once you figure out the spot. So we're going to put compound on the opposite side. And I still think this is too much, so I'm going to take some off. Just go with your instinct. You know, if it's wobbly, really wobbly, go with more or less. So we're gonna take this opposite of X, so which would be exactly right here. Make sure your rim is clean. And what you want to do here is, you want to just stick this guy and even it out, okay? Make sure it doesn't hit anywhere when the suspension of the car doesn't come around. It's clearance for everything. And I usually don't go like flat. A lot of people like to go just flat against, like just small there, but I like to keep it in the area of 1 inch. So now, if it's too much, this will become the heavy part. Now we can just scrape some off. That's what it seems like. This is gonna be the heaviest part now. Okay, we're gonna slow it down. Okay, we're gonna go up and it's gonna come back down. We're gonna go up this way and it's gonna come back down. So it seems like we put too much there, and the balance would be a lot better, but it might be off this way now. So let's just scrape some off. And the freaking phone always rings in the morning. We'll get to it.
Call from Richard Gentle. Hello. Please leave a message after the
And the balancing seems to be almost there a little bit. It could be more or less. Let's find which spot is heavy now. Okay, we're gonna wait for it. So it seems like this spot's still gonna be more heavier than the other side now. It might be too much of a compound we used. So we'll take some off. Still might be too much heavy. Let's check the balance. Oh yeah, much smoother. There's barely any thing there. So we're gonna take a little bit more. You're gonna understand when this wheel is balanced, and I'm gonna explain to you why I know it's balanced. Okay, I felt it already. So right now, if this was perfectly balanced, this would not come down. It would stop exactly. I felt it like much better. Let me just take a little bit more off. And if I were to stop here, the rim should just stop there, okay? Let me take a little bit off. See that? I feel it much better. So do your best. You see how it wants to stop there now? And it has a little bit to it. You see that? It will try to stop there. And if I try to stop it here, it should stop there. It should not rotate if I stop it on its own. It doesn't want to rotate, but it still got something that needs to be taken off. Okay, let's leave it here. Look, you see that? It wants to stop there, but a little bit more. There you go. There we have it. We have got a perfectly balanced wheel. You see how the weight stopped there? If I put a weight on this side, it should stop here. It should stop anywhere I want it to stop. The rim should be equally balanced. You can make it perfect as possible, but I think that's the best I could do there. And spin it around. There's no shake to this. Perfect. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys understood that. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next video. And bye-bye.